everyone, it's GraciSims here and welcome back to another one of my quick build videos. So today I'm building possibly one of the biggest houses I've ever built before in The Sims 3, and I got inspired by all the other amazing YouTube Sims who put Sims videos up, and I thought I would really go out there and try and create the best house I could, and this is kind of what I came up with. Now I've kind of watched a few of my videos back, and I have noticed that I've actually got better, which is really good, which is what I wanted in the first place. So I'm really happy with that, and yeah, I'm just basically really happy with what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna keep getting better and better and using different techniques, different pool shapes, different everything basically. So yeah, if you have any ideas or suggestions, then leave them in the comments below, and I will try my best to complete that. And I know someone asked me to do the house from Charmed, and I don't actually watch Charmed, but one of my friends, she does, so I will be hopefully building one of them, and hopefully it will look fairly decent. So yeah, as you can see, there's a large pool in the back, and it's attached to the house, and this is what I love, because I love doing attached pools on my houses. So yeah, I was really happy to be building a pool like that on this house. And yeah, as you can see now, I've kind of done a couple of different layers for the house. I've got one over there which is just one layer, has nothing on top, so that's nice, and it just gives loads of different elements to the roof, and just stuff like that. So I think that's really nice, and I'm finding it quite hard to do roofs well, but I am getting better. I hope. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just putting the roof on now, and it all looks a bit messy, but it does end up looking okay. I promise. So yeah, this house has 4 bedrooms. There's one massive bedroom with an ensuite, which is kind of like the master bedroom, I suppose, and it's got a spare bedroom, which is still really, really big. Literally, they're massive. All of the rooms actually have space for individual sofas and like an actual living room. So I actually put a TV in the master suite room. So yeah, that's how big all the rooms are. And then there's another room for two young boys, to go in, and I've just put loads of toys and stuff in there. I've made that room blue. Well, the base of it blue anyway, and there's also a girls' room, and that's for I put a double bed in it, but it's really pink, and it's kind of like, I guess, a young teenager's room, who's a girl, just like 12-year-old or something, and I thought that looks really nice, and I've used different floorings, but most of the stuff in there is pink, and that's what I like about it. And yeah, this house has probably everything you can imagine. It's got oh no, I haven't put a laundry room in. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, never mind. Oh God. Anyway, yeah. So it has pretty much everything other than a laundry room. It's got a gym, which is right at the top of the stairs. It's kind of not in a room. It's just in the open space bit at the top of the stairs, but it's still spacious, so it still kind of looks nice. And there's loads of windows by it, so it looks out onto onto the front garden and stuff like that, and you can just look out while your Sims are running and stuff like that. And what else has it got? It's got a room for just playing chess, it's like a walkthrough room which has a fireplace and stuff like that in. And it's got a massive kitchen. This is probably one of the biggest kitchens I've ever built, and it's actually to the right there, far right, where it's only got one level of flooring. And yeah, so all of the cabinets are curved around all of the walls, so I think that looks really nice. It's just different. I know I wouldn't have normally have done something like that, but yeah. And the other thing that's different about this house is that in the dining room there are sorry, I've got a bit of a cough, so you have to excuse my bad throat. Yeah, it's got in the dining room it's a really massive dining room. Every room in this house is really quite big, and it's got I've merged loads of tables together, for kitchen cabinets together, to make a bigger table, because in Sims 3 there are only certain amounts of tables and it's quite awkward to join some of those tables together. So I literally just got loads of cabinets and I fitted them and made them like a big table and then put loads of nice chairs around it. So that's just something else about this video, about this house even, that I thought was just different and a bit unique. And so yeah, currently I'm just adding the flowers and loads of stuff like that, and obviously I've done the walls, and I actually go back and change the bits that are white on the pillar bits to be like a stone sort of thing, so they're not white anymore, because I thought that actually looked better. But I didn't video that, but you probably saw that in the photo at the beginning. And yeah, so there also I've just used some grass to kind of as like a pavement rather than actual sand, because I think it's quite distinct and I just wanted it to be a bit more, um, natural looking. And I've put loads of flowers, loads of plants, loads of bushes and stuff like that, and loads of rocks as well. Like I really like using rocks as well, and I'm getting better at using them correctly and knowing where to put them, where to not put them and stuff like that. So yeah, this house has a lot of detail, especially in the walls inside. There are a lot of rooms, just generally, that I've fitted so many rooms in, and I'm impressed that I did it, because I don't know how I did. As you can see, I'm moving on to inside now. Oh no, I'm not, I'm moving back outside. Yeah, I decided to go and do the back before I went and did the inside, which is kind of clever. So yeah, and I thought I'd have like a little bit round the side of the back, which is here, and I thought I would just make it link round to the back, and it just adds different elements to the house, and I think that's a really good idea. And firstly, also I'd want to say that I'm sorry the video is so long, but because it took me a long time to build and loads of stuff, it took quite a while, obviously, so I had a lot of filming, and I have edited it a little bit, but I know that people like it unedited, so I didn't want to edit it that much, and I'm lazy. But yeah, and so yeah, I'm sorry the video is so long. Yeah, I can't help it, I guess. I did go as quick as I could, and yeah, I actually added a jacuzzi in that square bit, which I haven't covered in paving. And that's because I wasn't actually going to, but it was just going to be like a normal flower bed. But then I decided that it would look nice if I had a couple of trees and bushes and rocks, and then I would just stick a jacuzzi like in the middle of that, because I thought that'd be really nice on a summer's day and stuff like that. And yeah, I've just added raised patio, and I think that looks really nice, and I've kind of finished it off with a bit of railing in between, and then I've put plants in that railing. I'm sure you saw it when I was building it, but yeah, I think that looks really nice. And here I'm just building like a little outside barbecue bit where your Sims can eat and just cook out there, and I think that just looks a bit nice. Just needed something in that corner. But anyway, yeah, so now I'm moving on to inside, and as you can see, I am doing all the walls at the moment, and they're very detailed. A lot of fireplaces in here, and the lounge is massive as well. And I was just thinking about what I could actually put into this house, and because we'll have so many rooms, and I was thinking, what on earth can I use to fill up all this space? But it actually ended up being okay. And as you can see, I've used a lot of intricate wall design, and filling the space with actually just using more wall, So at the moment I'm just deciding on the flooring and the wallpaper, and obviously that's quite important because it's at the front of the house and it needs to look good. And I actually do go back and change that later, but you'll see that. So yeah, in this room it's just kind of simple. I've just got a desk there, fish tank, seating just around here, and I just think it looks nice. It's just a peaceful place, peaceful environment to be in. And I just add loads of different rugs and just stuff like that, really. I changed the colours of pretty much a lot of the stuff. And I've obviously reused plants and stuff like that because there's only a certain amount and it's such a big house. So yeah, this is actually a piano room, so I've just got some seating and a piano, which is just lovely because I think that'd be really nice to sit down and listen to piano. And it leads through to the kitchen, so it's just kind of like a pass-by room where, you know, you just pass through, which is like a lot of the rooms in this house. Obviously, because you can't have just one corridor going through the whole house, it would look a bit silly, I think, anyway. So yeah, so this is going to be the kitchen, and it's actually turned out to be a much bigger room than I thought it would be, but it does actually look okay in the end because I put like a table in between inside, which is just kind of like a breakfast bar table, and you know, it's got loads of high chairs and stuff like that. So as you can see, I'm putting the cabinets all the way around, and there were obviously a lot of cabinets. So I think maybe it was too big, but I don't know. I think it looks alright in the end, and in the end photos it looks okay. And for a big house, I guess you kind of need a big kitchen because you're obviously going to have a lot of mouths to feed. So yeah, and then I add some chairs there. So yeah, and this house actually has a bar room, so it's got a bar and it's just got some seating in just one room, just for the bar and just for chilling and stuff like that. So yeah, I spent quite a long time picking the flooring for this room because I couldn't find anything that went nicely with the cabinet topping. And yeah, so yeah, this house took me so long. It's the longest I've ever spent. It actually took me more than like a day's worth of work for. Probably about, I guess, 8 hours, I guess, in total. I didn't count, but yeah. So as you can see, I've put the table in the middle and a carpet, which just fills out the space a bit. So moving on to the next room, and it's next to the piano room, as you can see, and it leads through again to the other side of the house, basically. So it's literally just got a desk in there, and oh, I've gone back and I've just added some stuff to the kitchen. But yeah, so this is the chess room, and you can just literally walk through, or you know, you can play chess or whatever. It's got a nice fireplace in it, and it was easy to fill these rooms because they were small. Yet it's such a big house, which was what was really nice. So yeah, I've added another fireplace there, and this is just like a sitting room. There's no TV or anything. It's just where you sit. It's more like a library, I guess, because I've just put loads of bookcases in, as you can see on the side, and it just looks really nice. I think you would like, you know, to sit in there and read a book, I guess. So yeah, now moving on to this is the dining room actually, and I wanted to make the dining room look really special because, as I said at the beginning of the video, obviously I've you know, I've done loads with the table, so I wanted it to look good. And this takes me quite a while, I guess. It did in the game. Probably doesn't look like that long because I've sped it up, but yeah. And I tried curving them round and everything like that, and I think it does end up looking really, really nice. And as you can see, there's also a door to outside from the dining room, so I just think that looks really nice too. And yeah, I like the flooring in this room. I do actually like it. I'm not a big fan of using different coloured flooring. I just think I'd rather keep it simple and then make everything in the room look, you know, stand out, because otherwise the floor stands out too much and you can't really see what's in the room properly. But yeah, as you can see, I've put loads of chairs around, and actually looks a bit like a conference room, which is not really what I wanted, but it will do. I think it looks nice. It seats a lot of people, which is what this family needs because it's a big house. And yeah, I just fill in with like a little bit of music and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that room. And this is the bar room, and this room I really enjoyed building because it just had loads of nice kind of cool elements to it, like the brown walls and just the seating, and then there's also the door outside. But the one thing I realised when I was building this house was that it's in a really sunny environment, and that was a bit odd because inside is quite cozy, and that's not really what you would expect to find in a house like this. But I think it works well in the end because it merges itself in a way. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I think it worked out okay. So yeah, this is just like a hallway, second hallway, and it's got a fireplace in. It's just you know, just got joint cabinets and stuff like that, and then there's going to be a bathroom here, and then it's got the door goes into the lounge as well. So yep, it was actually big enough to actually add a bath to the downstairs toilet as well. So yeah, and obviously I've put some raised flooring on here, and I think that looked really nice as well. It was nice to have a house big enough and loads of rooms big enough in it, so I can actually put a patio on top of the house. Um, so yeah, as you can see, I really like this lounge. I love how I've curved the sofas around, and I've added loads of stuff in, and it kind of just goes well, doesn't it? Well, I think so. So yeah, I've just finished it off, and yeah, I love the flooring as well. It's actually a specific wood type on the build mode bit, when you can just change all the colours yourself. So I've been using that a lot in my houses, but I just think it looks so nice, and it just makes the house look so elegant and just pretty. So I'm moving on to upstairs now, and again the walls are quite intricate, and there are loads of rooms again. The bathroom in this house is really big, which is actually the walls, where I'm building the walls right now. So all of that in there is the bathroom. So it's quite large. But I use a lot of cabinets and stuff like that, so it kind of does fill up the space. And yeah, as I said earlier, there's a master suite and two kids' rooms and a spare room. So yeah, there's also a teenager room as well, a guy's teenager room, which I think looks really awesome. It's got the fish tank built into the wall thing, and I think that looks really cool. So I'll move on to that in a bit, and yeah, definitely watch that. That's really good, really cool. So yeah, this is just the as you kind of come upstairs and on the balcony bit, and I've put loads of lighting on there and stuff like that, and it just looks nice. So yeah, I'm just going to let you watch the video for a bit, and I will get back to you in a second. Hey again. So this is going to be the daughter's room, who is obviously like 12 or something, and I had a bit of problem putting the decking in there, so I just decided that I was going to put like, either some plants in there or like sofas or something. So I ended up going for sofas, and as you can see, it's a very pink room, but the wood and the pink works really well together, I think. So yeah, and yep, I'm just adding the sofas in and changing the colours on that, and I actually come back and I change the wall colour. um, First of all, you'll see in a bit that I actually end up using kind of multiple wall colours, and then just changing it, so having two different wall colours within each individual um, other wall. So yeah, you'll see that in a minute, and then I change it again, so don't worry about that. But I really like the bed. I liked how I made it pink that drooped around, and that was a darker pink than the rest of the bed and the rest of the room basically. So as you can see, this is what I've done with the walls, which I think looks really nice, and I will definitely use that again in another room because I delete that again later for this house. So obviously now I am moving on to the boys' room, and as you can see, there are two beds in there, and everything's kind of blue, and I make it really kind of kiddish and loads of stuff in there for boys to play with, and I really like the walls in there as well. And yeah, here's where I change the wall back to on the girls' room, which I think looks a bit better. Um, so yeah, I've added loads of lighting because there aren't actually any windows, which is a bit annoying, but there was nothing I could do about that. I had to fill up, space somehow. And as you can see, I've actually put a sofa area in two of the rooms already, and this is the master suite, and there's even a bit, an even bigger ensuite bit for this bit. So yeah, this one actually has the TV in, and I've changed the wall colours around. Had two again, and the teenagers' room, the guys' teenage room, actually I've done some brick walls in there as well, which I think works really nice. That's alongside a blue wall. But here I've done brown, and I think that looks really nice and really sophisticated, and I think it looks just calming and relaxing for an adult room. And yep, as you can see, I've added the TV and the sofas and stuff like that, and I've added a desk as well, which my boyfriend would be happy with. And yep, I've put a painting easel outside, and they've obviously got the ensuite bathroom, which is just fairly small, but it's all you needed. So yep, I just put the gym stuff in, and this is going to be the boys' room, the teenage boys' room, and it looks so cool at the end of it, I think. um, but yeah, and I've used a lot of raised flooring on most of the bedrooms, this one included, and yeah. So yeah, I actually go back and change this bit nearer the end when I add the fish tank. That's the wall that the fish tank is going to be at. So I just move those exit signs to be all the top height, and then I've got the fish tank just underneath it. And I wanted to put loads of pictures in this house and just generally in this bedroom, because obviously it's a boys' room, so I put loads of photos in there of like bikes, and like there's a Jaws poster which is quite funny, and I put a guitar like that was in a frame, that photo in there as well. So yeah, this is just like another walk-through room, like there was downstairs, and it leads into the spare bedroom. And I thought would be really nice to put the spare bedroom here, so that they would have to walk through and through another room. It's kind of like a hotel, if you see what I mean. And yeah, that was just like a small sitting area room that you walk through, basically. So yeah, this is a spare room, and I decided to make the base of it kind of like a light green color. But basically, it has all the all the elements of every other room in it. Um, but yeah, obviously it's got a sofa, as you can see, and loads more paintings. And yeah, I really like this room when I finished it, and I think it looks really nice. I'd be happy to stay in a spare bedroom that looked like that. So yes, that is the end of the house build, and I'm sorry the video was so long. But yeah, leave comment below if you enjoyed it, and hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed already, then hit the subscribe button. Thanks, bye!